Howdy, folks, and welcome to a new series here on Tisbury 33 Games, the WNBA My League. Yes, WNBA My League. Now, first things first, congrats to me, 100 subscribers. Thank you to all of you who have been subscribing, liking, commenting, watching the videos. It's been awesome to see kind of the growth of the channel over the last year, over the last 6-7 months that we've really been going couple days a week. It's been awesome to see. I love the growth. Again, thank you to each and every one of you who either subscribed, commented, liked, jumped into a stream when we were doing all those streams more regularly, all that fun stuff. Thank you so much. Second off, like I mentioned before, we've been talking about it, the MyGM was not great. It just didn't give you all the options to do all the fun stuff that you kind of want to do. I couldn't jump in and watch games. I couldn't change positions of players. Like, I wanted to make Alex R my center, and they just wouldn't let it. It just really, really, really takes away everything in terms of creativity. And I feel like that was really lacking in that series, so we kind of sped through it. We won in episode 6, but this one I feel like we're going to have a lot more sustained growth with. And speaking of sustained growth, the WNBA now. This shouldn't be controversial. This is the expansion of this league and the growth of this league this year has been awesome. I love basketball, women's basketball. I've been, as some of you may know, I'm a sports broadcaster. I've been broadcasting collegiate sports for 8 years. I love watching the women's play basketball. I just do. I think it's very fun, and they really know how to play basketball, and they get a shit rap. And this league has been so fun to watch this year. We are going to be taking on the Connecticut Sun. Now, this is a pretty good team out of the box. However, just with the nature of WNBA, things change drastically. For example, of these teams, as of the recording of this, 7 of them fired their head coach. Like, it's just wild. The teams that made the playoffs, the Sun, were a game away from making the finals. And their head coach really just wanted to go back to Indiana. But anyway, I think this will be a nice release series. I haven't seen anyone do this. I hope you're excited for it. I'm excited for it. So let's go on. Let's get going. We're going to auto-generate the rookies, and let's meet the team first before we get further. Alyssa Thomas is our star. She is Nikola Jokic, but instead of all the scoring being really good, it's the defense being exceptional. She's one of the best defenders in the league, Draymond Green level defense with the rebounding. Maybe Draymond Green's a better, peak Draymond Green is a better comparison for Alyssa Thomas. She is awesome. She's led the league in assists the last 2 years, other than Caitlin Clark. This year, in assists as a forward, as a big. So she's been awesome to watch, and she's one of the best players in the league at 95 overall. Brianna Jones right behind her. She's 91 overall. Can expand a little bit more in the mid-range, but still a very solid post player. Someone that is one of the better players in the league at 91 overall. DeWanna Bonner, actually the fiance and soon-to-be wife of Alyssa Thomas, which is pretty cool. She plays on the wing. She's a scorer just all around. She's one of the historically great players in our league. Really good defender as well. Started off with Phoenix over with the Phoenix Mercury. Won a couple of championships there and has really, if we look at her career stats, came to Connecticut a few years ago and has just been a baller, and she is a baller. She was a really high-profile scorer at University of Auburn, Auburn University, which is her only flaw. Some of her best years have come, at 36 years old, which is super good. Dejanay Carrington, one of the breakout players, I believe one most improved player this year. A few major knee surgeries out of Baylor for a couple years ago. And she didn't know if she didn't have a contract coming into this year. Gave her, you see it, 1 year, $78,000. Played her way into one of the best defensive players in the game. Very excited to have Dejanay. Marina Mabry, a trade that was made in the middle of the year, and she came on and was just a sharp shooter. As you see, not a whole bunch of shooting on this team. Ty Harris, one of the better shooters on this squad. She actually ended up going down the playoffs a little bit, but she came in, brought a fire. Love to see it. Harris, one of the 2 players, if you notice on our top 4, Dejanay Carrington will be hitting restricted free agency, and these guys, or these gals, all unrestricted free agency. So we're going to have maybe some turnover, and that's maybe a reason why we picked Connecticut. See what they do. Ty Harris, a decent defender and really a sharp shooter. You're the playmaker. She's their quote-unquote point guard. But we really need a de facto point guard. But also, you kind of have one in Alyssa Thomas. So that is what it is. Astu Ndior-Fall didn't really play a whole bunch in real life. Usually the backup minutes went to Olivia Nelson-Adota. Veronica Burton came on and had some flashes later on. Tiffany Mitchell, I believe, was dealing with some injuries. And Caitlin Bickle at the end. If you look around the league, or if you look to all players in the league, by a rating, you have Asia Wilson, just the flat-out best player in the league. Brianna Stewart, flat out the second best player in the league. And Nafisa Collier, flat out the third best player in the league. Like, these are all extremely accurate ratings, and they match up. Nothing you can really say about it. But then we have Alyssa Thomas. What she brings, she's the fourth rated player in the game. Caitlin Clark already as a rookie, the fifth rated player. And then Nneka Agumake, Sabrina Ionescu, Jonquil Jones, former son, Arike Ogunbowale, and Jackie Young are your top 10 in the league. So without further ado, let's just get going. Again, 40-game seasons. Obviously, this stretch right here is the Olympic break. I'm not sure if they have anything Olympic-wise. I think I'm just going to have no trades be made this year. I do have it. So we can veto trades, because I know some of the trade logic in this game can be really awful. But before we get any further, let's look at the coach game plan that they have for us. We're actually going to drop this down. Stephanie White, no longer the head coach here. We're going to drop this down to a six-man rotation. And we're going to put Ty Harris in there, Carrington, Bonner, Jones, Thomas, Mabry off the bench. I like that. I think she was coming off the bench mostly. And then Burton. We're going to give that. So let's see. Starting five, we have a guard. We have two guards, two bigs. And not really much on the wing, but again, the heights don't really matter much. So that is just what we're going to do. So we're going to go through. I'm going to show some key games in the regular season, and we're going to get to the playoffs. It should be very, very fun. First off, let's look at the first game of the season against Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever. I didn't get to go to this game. I did get to go to a few games. Maybe we play the games I actually got to see in person. And we are blowing them out. And let's hop in and just watch the last couple of minutes and kind of talk about our Sun team. All right, so here we are in Mohegan Sun Arena. Very fun place to go watch a game. But yeah, I went to a few games this year. It was very fun to watch again. So all the settings are pretty much default. I haven't really gone around and saw anything in terms of like sliders or anything. But we're just going to keep it at default. This is all-star default. Roll with it. Kelsey Mitchell had a breakout season towards the back half of this year. 3 of 12 shooting in this game. Marina Mabry, she catches her first on-screen bucket of the series. But yeah, the plan for this series, and if you've been looking at the community posts I've been posting the last couple of weeks, you kind of might know what my plans are. We are going to be having another 2K series turnover there. Mitchell makes it a 7 or 9 point. We will be having another 2K series. It probably won't come until I'm not very much done with this one, but until I find this one is in a really good spot. It's going to be a huge series. This one might only go, we'll see how much it goes. I would like this one to go very far into the future. Get maybe 15, 20 seasons in. You know how, as if you've seen my other content, I do like the long-term stuff. I do like creating a whole new world. And that's the point of a series like this. So I hope you enjoy it as well. We're also going to get Tawana Bonner her sleeves. She usually wears long sleeves, and she's an absolute menace. 10 points tonight. That was a sick move. Here's our first on-screen sighting of Caitlin Clark, and she goes right by Ty Harris. Again, I don't know if there are any, if you are in the comments and watch maybe like a streamer that usually does some stuff like this. I know Dom2K had a big series that he had all these settings and all that. If you have any settings throw my way, let me know. But as of right now, just going to go all-star default. Big three there as Connecticut's pulling away late. So we're going to have another series after this, or maybe coinciding with this. That's going to be a very long season. Like, I'm 100+ years. I want to just keep pushing it. Something very, very similar to this. It won't be like too crazy. Just like these are going to be formatted just like the Wizards videos. Very even keel, very low stress. Again, these are kind of a series I can just get out. Rockies, I put like 5 hours of video into on average with the recording, and playing the game, the editing, and then voiceover and the final run through edit, and then thumbnails and all that. Usually takes about 5 hours per video. As Clark cashes a triple, and now we're not exactly running away anymore, but I don't think they'll have any time. So let's get out of this game. The Sun are going to hold on to win, and we start the season off with a W. Box score for our first game, Bree Jones, 19-11 on the game, and Marina Mabrey, she hit 4 out of her 5 triples, 14 points. Bonner, 13. Harris, 11. And the quintessential Alyssa Thomas game, 4 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 steals. She's an absolute madwoman. In her first career game, Caitlin Clark, 21 points, 6 assists, 15 points for Kelsey Mitchell, 15 rebounds for Leah Boston, and Alyssa Smith, who I like. She's, had a pretty game. All right, jumping into this ball game here at home against the Mercury. We're down by 1 with a minute left. Carrington over to Mabrey. Bonner sizes up. She goes right to the rim. Griner's there to help defend, and she's able to pick up the board. I believe that was Clea Copper on the defense. Taurasi, and I jumped into this game because it's probably the final season of Diana Taurasi. Connecticut legend, went to UConn, also one of the best players, probably the greatest player in the history of the league. Multiple championships, MVPs, best scorer. Copper, a finals MVP for her time on the Sky. She misses. Bonner, former Mercury, going against Copper. Sizing up as Alyssa Thomas clears out. Shot missed. Sophie Cunningham's there. Natasha Cloud is fouled. And again, still 1 point game. We're going to have a chance even if she cashes both. Now, these are the kind of moments I wanted to see in our Wizards, my GM, but alas, and she misses. Natasha Cloud misses. Cunningham is going to be subbed out for defense. Here we go. We got our starting 5 on the court. That rattles in. 21-4, or 21.4 left. We're going to have a chance to get a really good shot to either tie or take the lead if we want. See what we do with it. It's Jones to inbound. Harris. Bonner. Bonner against Copper. Copper's won both chances. Step back in the lane. Fall away. Miss. And that's probably going to be your game. Bonner couldn't get it to go. Late game situation. Billings the rebound. She'll go to the line, try to finish this off. She gets both. We're cooked. Still in it. We do have Mabrey in the game. Or we should put Mabrey in the game. That's going to probably be it. Timeout taken. 10 seconds left. Do we have any magic? Let's see. Going to run stack. Bonner to inbound. Harris is a good shooter. Carrington's an okay shooter. Harris, catch and shoot. Miss. And that will do it. Griner there. And let's get out of this. All right, we're right here before the Commissioner's Cup, and right now we are first in our conference, and we've had a pretty good start to the year. 12-4, just got dumped by the Aces, but we're roughly around halfway through. Probably once we, the All-Star break is the halfway point. Let's kind of just check on our team and what we have been doing, at least statistics-wise. So if we go to our player stats, here is who's been doing what. Brianna Jones leading us in scoring at 14 points per game. Mabry off the bench at 13 points per game. Dwana Bonner with 13. Alyssa Thomas with 12, 11, and 8.5 with almost 2 steals. Like, this is MVP type stuff. And Carrington with 11 points per game. That is pretty good. Ty Harris struggling. We're probably going to put her on the bench and bring up Mabry to be our starting point guard, I think. Especially with her just shooting poorly. If you look at her 3-point percentage, she's doing all right. But I think, I don't know, maybe Mabry off the bench is fine. What are the assist numbers for her? 3. I mean, I think we'll roll with it for right now. Burton's coming off the bench and doing some good jobs there. Astu Nadur-Fall, she's at 3 points per game. And Olivia Nelson-Adota hasn't really been giving us much. Is rebounding well, but isn't shooting well. So that's kind of what we're looking like if you look around the league. Yeah, Asia Wilson's just an absolute monster. Ionescu behind her, Clark at 20 points, and Kennedy Carter. I think it's Kennedy. It might be Kennedy. I think it's Kennedy, though, from Texas A&M. I'm going to go with Kennedy Carter. I think that just makes sense. Stewart Agunbowale, Kalia Copper, who is pretty sick with it. Tafisa Collier, broken right hand. She's not having the best of seasons, but hasn't played the last couple of games. Ryan Howard, former number 1 overall pick, and Kelsey Mitchell, about 15 points per game. Rebounding. So Thomas is third, right in front of Angel Reese and Brittany Griner, but behind Tara McCowan and Asia Wilson. Assists is Thomas by a good amount. Steals is behind Jordan Canada and Agunbowale for the league lead. And not many get blocks, but those who do. And it's Wilson and Magbigor doing blocking about 2 shots a game along with Brittany Griner. All right, let's get back to simulating. Looks like we might get something here, but as I say that, the Lynx pull away and they ended up beating us, so we weren't going to go into there. Let's simulate this game against the Lynx again, because the Lynx, they ended up winning, or not winning. They came up runner-up in the WNBA Finals, which was a very good series for those who got to watch. No, it was pretty sick. And again, 10-point lead this late. Not a game we can jump into. We've gotten 2 so far, but nothing at the moment. All right. All right, so it looks like we're going to go Team Alyssa just because she is our captain. Let's start this draft. All right, so we get the first pick, or Nika Agumuke is the first pick. And who do we take? We are going to take along with us, I guess you got to go Breanna Stewart, right? And you get Griner. We're going to get Clark, draft her. They get her. We'll go Jackie Young. I really, no. We'll go Jackie Young because we already have what's-her-face as a point guard. And we will take Bree Jones. All right, here are your reserves. It's Tarasi Bonner, Skylar Diggins-Smith, John Paul Jones, Tafisa Collier, Jewel Lloyd, Hamby, Mitchell, Carter, Boston, McCowan, Magbigor, Carrington. So we have 4 All-Stars, which is pretty sick nasty with it. I'm going to go Nafisa Collier because she's just the best player available. Obviously, we could go Dwana Bonner. Or Candy Connor. We're going to go Bonner, get a wing. Not many wings in the game. And obviously our teammate. Love to see that. We have a big. We need a guard now. We're going to get Carter her first time or Kelsey Mitchell her third time. We're going to go Carter. Jonquel Jones goes to the other side. Hamby, Boston, Mitchell, McCowan, Magbagor, Howard, Carrington, Jewel Lloyd also. Jewel Lloyd's pretty good. Let's see. We're going to go Magbagor just to get a true center out there. They're going to take Jewel Lloyd. Fair is fair. We'll go De'Erica Hamby. Fine. Very fun. They go Kelsey Mitchell. Got 2 selections. Let's get Carrington, just get all 4 Sun on the team, and they're going to go there. We'll go Ryan Howard because I do enjoy Ryan Howard, and De'Aria McGowan go. So here are your all-star teams. Alyssa Thomas. We have Bonner. We have Carrington. We have Jones. I think in real life only Thomas made it for. Well, actually, they did the Olympic team versus the All Stars. And I think Thomas was on. She was on the Olympic team, so I don't know if she got to. All right, let's see. Is that not the game? Oh, that was the draft. Okay, I thought we were doing the game. We'll sim through the game. We win both games against New York, and we're not going to do any trades. And we lose that game against New York. Let's simulate with Simcast. Just to kind of see where we get. We'll get into the end of this game, I think, no matter what, and kind of just check it out. Again, this ended up being... All right, we're going to play and jump into this game. But this ended up being All-Stars versus the Olympic team. So let's just go into the center here. Let's just make sure the camera's good. And let's roll. Let's watch it. This is very, very fun. So we are in the pink team. So we're rooting for the pink squad just because that's where all our players are. Carrington on Boston right now. That is interesting. Double team. Kicked it out. Jonquel Jones. She can shoot it. She misses it, though. And Nafisa Collier. Probably my favorite player in the game. Like in the league. Like I fell in love with Nafisa Collier. I got to see her live in person, which was awesome, obviously. They made that deep run. Ended up beating my son in the playoffs, which was no bueno. My girl, Dejanay Carrington. Absolutely can't go under that screen. She pops it. But yeah, Nafisa Collier is a dog, dude. She is pretty good. Also, the new Unrivaled League, the 3-on-3 league in which Brianna Stewart and Collier both played at UConn at the same time. Stewart senior, Collier a freshman at that time. Creating a 3-on-3 league. It's going to be basically the highest paying professional, I don't know, women's professional sports or women's basketball professional sports, but either way, they're going to pay more than anyone really. And a lot of these players have to go overseas. If you saw on the salary screen when we were kind of going over the roster, a lot of these players aren't making like a whole bunch. Like, yes, the season's only a couple of months, so it kind of makes sense, and obviously the league isn't as profitable, so that also makes sense. Sucks, but again, makes sense. They only get, some of the players only get like salary you can barely live on. Like I think Angel Reese was saying, in the apartment she owns or apartment she rents, her salary can't even pay rent. That's a broken play. Collier can't drop it down, so it's nice to see that they're getting some more opportunities. Taurasi trying to take the lead for the. We'll say the black team. Go black and pink as the two teams. Team Alyssa, Team Asia. Team Alyssa with the ball now. Collier walks it back. Screen set for her. Collier, spin, pull back against Nescu. Gives it up to Bree Jones. Inside the arc, misses. Minute 10 remaining. Team Asia. Asia Wilson, the undisputed best player in the league. Gunbawale, one of the best scorers in the league, hit that crazy shot at Notre Dame a few years ago in the NCAA tournament. I think to win the championship or at least the Final Four, one of the two. Collier going ISO. She stops, pops, can't get it to drop. Asia Wilson, as it's a mess right now, but they're going to slow it down. Gunbawale, who you kind of want to go through. Pick and roll between her and Griner.
cut on the screen. Can't drop it. Ionescu offensive board. Diana Taurasi. Oh, what a moment for what's probably going to be her final All-Star appearance. That is awesome. Let's see what Team Alyssa has up their sleeve, and they're just going to probably burn timeouts because 2K is broken. Love to see that. Love to see that. All right, come on, let's go. Let's do it. Perfect. All right, Team Alyssa trying to tie this game up or take the lead. No timeouts for them. Team Asia has one. Almost a turnover. Collier to the rack. Ties it up. Now Team Asia takes their timeout. So no timeouts remaining. So whatever happens on this possession, Team Alyssa cannot forward the ball. They can't call play. They can't draw it up. It's just basketball from here on out. Gumbawale. That's who they want. The ball in her hands. Collier Stewart on the floor. Taurasi guarded by Stewart. Nescu pulls up. Misses. Collier with 7 seconds. Jackie Young. Bree Jones with her. Jackie Young has to put it up. She banks it in. She banks it in. And Team Asia had a timeout, but Jackie Young more than likely just won this game for Team Alyssa in the All-Star. Wow, what a shot. That was awesome. Again, just enough time for a catch and shoot. Brittany Griner's not the one you want catching and shooting. Wow, what an all-star game. Jackie Young picks up the game winner with 0.4 seconds. A shot over Ionescu. Wow, that was craziness. That was pretty sick. That was dope nasty with it. Wow. What a start to this episode number 1, right? Carrington with the 3, Young with the game winner. Let's check out the box score. Carter, probably your player of the game with 22 points. Jackie Young also maybe gets the nod for the game winner. I'd probably give her the nod for the game winner. Yeah, it's like a 6-point difference. But she had 22 in 16 minutes. That's nuts. Caitlin Clark, 15 points. And Alyssa Thomas, almost a triple-double in true Alyssa Thomas fashion. For Team Asia, Wilson, Lloyd, Agunbawale, and Agumake, all with double-digit points with 8 rebounds for McCown and 5 for Wilson. So, pretty dope. All right, so this game against the Sparks, this game was the game held in Boston, and it ended up being a very big, significant game. First game in the TD Garden. The Sun ended up doing this to the Sparks, but the game had other plans in mind, and that is going. Just to do it, Rickea Jackson hurt. She's awesome. Cam Brink in this universe hasn't towards ACL. So yeah, we are approaching the playoffs here. So at the All-Star break, let's take just another quick look into our player stats and see what's going on. Again, Jones, Mabry, now Bonner up at 14 points per game for each of those, and Thomas still at 11. Carrington not shooting very well, but Harris has played a lot better. Burton's playing really good, and both of our backup bigs giving us just decent production. Thomas still on that triple-double train. Let's see how many she has this year, if we can. Double-doubles is 15, triple-doubles is 3. So she had 3, 6, 2, and for a career of 11. I think she's been with the Sun her entire career, which is awesome. Love to see that. But she didn't really start getting, like right here is when she started like really putting those assist numbers. And then right here is where they really took off again. So, yeah, she's pretty sick. I love it. Bree Jones, 7 rebounds, and Dewana Bonner doing the damn thing. If we look at, let's see who has the game highs this year so far, if we can. All right, game highs, 42 points for Wilson. 3-pointers made, 9 by Taurasi. Clark attempted 14 of them. Asia went 21 of 22 from the line. And was that That was not, and that wasn't her game. She dropped 42, which is crazy. 26 rebounds, and that's July. Yeah, so A'ja Wilson's just an absolute monster. 14 assists by Alyssa Thomas is the league high so far this year. And yeah, A'ja Wilson, 38 minutes. What she's doing in like her short sample size, like let's go to the league leaders, and we'll see 26 points per game. Yeah, it's not that bad, I guess, because she is playing about 36 minutes, but a lot of these numbers are a lot better. Alrighty, so we're at the All-Star break, or at the trade deadline. We're going to see if there's any fun games here. We'll take a quick look, stop right here before the game against the Aces, but I'll jump in if there are any close games. I have a few in mind I want to check out. All right, so again, here we are, 27-10, second in the power rankings, first in the conference. Let's check out the standings. And we have a really, really, really good team. Here's the playoff picture. Man, this is it. So we have clinched a spot. We have 3 games left. Oh, I thought this was the final game. Let's just sim through that game. Boom. Oh, okay. We have 2 more games left. Let's go here. All right, that was a close one. Maybe we should have jumped in here. But okay, so now here we are. Here we stand. Here we go. Playoff picture. We have clutch playoff berth. New York is behind us, and Chicago is behind us. Vegas is tied for us with the best team in the league. Storm, Mercury, and the Phoenix are all going to make it. So there's one spot up for grabs, and I think it's between Dallas and Indiana. So if we go daily view, and we'll simulate this game with Simcast. Actually, give me 1 second, because I redo all of the All-NBA teams or WNBA teams. So let me just write down who I want, and then I'll come and do this. Because then pick through this. Let me just give me a second. All right, so I did my thing. It's the final game of our season. We have everything locked up. And let's see if we can get a good game here. Can we watch the final game of the season? Want to get like around 2 minutes, have like a 3-point game. Yeah, we're going to jump in here and see what we got going. All right, minute 23 left. The final game of the regular season. We are down by 5 to the Sky. So we got to get a bucket here. Thomas the screen. She's going to set a down screen for Bonner. Mabry gets a down screen on the opposite side. Reed Jones. Thomas. Bonner. Corner 3. Missed. Allen with it. Pushing it up the court. Angel Reese on that left side. Actually, that's Williams. Excuse me. Carter. Up 20 points per game almost. Can't ice it there. Williams does get the rebound. Turner hands off. Williams on Jones, who fouls because it gets that was like the time designation that the game recognizes. It's go foul. I hate that they do that. It still does that. There was like 27-second glitch from last year where 27 seconds, no matter what, that's just it. They go foul you. Does bring our starters in. Everyone's in. There's Angel Reese. Carter, cross court. Allen, wide open. Not quite the dagger, but we need a quick 3 here, or a quick 2 here. Bonner is doing neither. Stripped. Yep, that's it. We'll see ya later. All right, I kind of want to see, watch a different game, but I guess fucking not. A'ja Wilson, your MVP, not mad about it. Caitlin Clark, Rookie of the Year, not mad about it. Miriam Mabry, 6th Player of the Year, definitely not mad about it. Defensive Player of the Year is A'ja Wilson. Yeah, she's just a tank. Maddie Siegrist is your Kia Most Improved Player. Rike Ogunbowale, your Clutch Player of the Year. Becky Hammond, your Coach of the Year. Joey Jenkins, your Executive of the Year. All right, so let me change up the all WNBA teams the way I like it, the way I had it written down, and then give me 1 second because they look a little bit different. All right, never mind. We're just going to roll it how is, because I guess I was looking, like, I want to put Nafisa Collier there, but she's just not here, which is weird. So I don't know. We're just going to roll it with what the game says, I guess. So Wilson, Stewart, Clark, Thomas, and Griner, your first team. Jonquel Jones, Aaliyah Boston, Kennedy Carter, Sabrina Nescu, and Enrique Ngwale. Your second team, defensive team, is Wilson, Collier, Griner, Stewart, Magdor, and Egbo, Jones, Thomas, Boston, Brink. Your first team rookies, one of the best rookie classes we've seen in the sport in a while. And yeah, that is it. Who do we have in the playoffs? Again, best of 3. It's us against the Sun. Let's get, before we get into it, let me change up the coaching game plan. We're going to roll with an 8-man bench. We're going to put Harris back here. Yeah, let me move up these minutes around, and I'll be with you in a second. All right, here is how the minutes are going to be distributed out. Yeah, I like this. We're not going to get too much off of the bench, just kind of giving ladies rest when they need. And this is what's going to be it. So let us go. First game. And we'll be following along other playoff games as well. So right now, Sun over the Mercury. Mercury take a lead in the third after a strong second quarter. We're back and forth. Looks like we're going to get a game maybe to watch here. Would love a game to watch. Not quite. It's a 6-point game, 5-point game. We'll jump in here.
Shoot 2.
Mabry's going to shoot free throws and make it 84-79. Game number 1. Drops them both. 1 timeout for Phoenix, no timeout for Connecticut. Bonner against her former team. Timeout taken, so that's it for the timeouts. Very fun. All right, game. Good job. You scored. We're up by 6 with under a minute left. Copper fires, drains it. 3-point game. No timeouts. 12 points in the fourth quarter for Kalia Copper. Bonner goes right at her. Left-handed finish. That's huge. You can see on the bottom ticker some of the records that have gone. That's going to be a turnover. Bonner gets to it. And this might get it. Bonner streaking the head. Pulls up. Thomas kicking in the corner, and she's going to go to the foul line. See if she can drain it.
Third personal foul.
She misses the first. All right. Thomas just wants to really ice this one. It's funny, in-state, so her nickname is The Engine. In stadium, when she does something, usually scores a basket, they play like a revving engine sound, which is pretty sick. It is pretty sick. And Copper retreats to the 3-point line, fires another one. That won't go. Free throws ensue. Get out of here. Game 1 with the win. All right, final box score here. 28 points, 14 rebounds for Bonner. Jones had 15 and 7. I was going to put her on a all WNBA team. Thomas, a point and an assist away from a triple-double. A point away from a double-double. She could have hit that first one. And yeah, this team is absolutely sick. On the other side, Copper had a really, really strong performance. Taurasi was good. Griner fine. It's just everybody else not giving up what they need to win the game. All right, in the first round of the WNBA playoffs, it is a best of 3. In the second round, it is a best of 5. In real life, it was a best of 5 this year. It would be a best of 7 going forward. I changed it, so it's just going to be a best of 7 in the WNBA finals. And we absolutely pump the Mercury. No farewell song for Taurasi. She goes down in 2 games at home, finish up her career, but gets stomped. Triple-double for Thomas, 30 points for Bonner. Copper had 23, Taurasi 5 for 11, and what probably will be her final game.
Alrighty, let's see. Let's see if we can jump into another game. We'll see. I'll check out this series, Vegas and the Fever. Oh my God, I went to stop and they ended up winning. How did they end up winning? Oh, I'm gonna be so mad if it's like something sick. No, it ended up being like down the stretch or just free throws by Clark, but that was pretty sick. Oh wait, what? Was I high? Was it a tie game? Oh, I'm burnt. All right, well, let's check out Seattle and Liberty. See if they have anything. Simulate with Simcast. All right. Liberty up. Third quarter. Fourth quarter. We'll do this just so I don't accidentally fall through it. All right. So it's Liberty and the Sun. It's Vegas and Minnesota on the opposite side. Let us see. Again, this is a best of 5 in the second round. We have a nice lead, back and forth. They have a lead now. All right, and they are up in the fourth after a very big second and third quarter. And looks like the Liberty are going to take game 1 against us. All right. We have home court. Well, we've lost home court now. And now they're in the driver's seat. We're trying to get back into the driver's seat. And we have a big pull-away quarter in the third. That they are making it close here in the fourth. 10-point game. And it's going to finish as a 10-point game. All right. Dejanay Carrington sprained her knee. She'll be out for a week or two. That is not good. We're going to flip them here. You have to come all the way out. Burton is going to get minutes. Obviously now Harris is going to play a whole bunch. 20 minutes. All right, we're just going to go with seven-person bench. We don't have a whole bunch. And these guys need to give us a whole bunch at the end. So here we go. We're going to shorten up this bench. Okay. So I can't put her in the top 8. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Game 3. Pivotal game 3. And we've showed up to play New York. Trying to make it a game here late, but I think that second quarter and the first quarter going up by 7, both of them. Too much for the Liberty to handle. Very, very good. 32 for Jones. She has 20 points this playoff run. Again, obviously playing extended minutes, so these points probably are a little inflated. On the other side, Ionescu Stewart, just 18 points per game in the playoffs, has not brought her A game here. All right, 1 win away from the finals. All right, New York out in front, fourth quarter time. Yeah, looks like they're going to stay in front. All right, do or die game 5, baby. Do or die game 5, baby. And the other series went to game 5 as well. All right, let's see it. Let's see what we have. Back at home in Mohegan. This is going to be it, though. That was a huge second quarter. And that probably stomps us. Oh. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm probably going to jump in just to grab some things for the thumbnails over the next couple episodes. But yeah, that's going to do it. That is crazy. All right, that is officially your final. 106-93. 24 for Mabry, 23 for Jones, 22 for Bonner, but just wasn't enough. Stewart had 35, Jones had 33, Phoebish had 10, and Ionescu only shot 5 times, made 4 of them. But yeah, just not enough in the gas take. And for the 6th year in a row, Sun make it to the semifinals, and that's it.
We'll check in on the Lynx and the Aces. See if we can maybe jump into this game, but no. Vegas said not even a little bit. All right, let's see. Liberty Aces, 2-1, 2-2. All right, from this point, I'll simcast if we get into a game. Cool. If not, all right. All right, 3-3 series. Aces and Liberty. Came down to the final. I think actually they said the first time this year that the finals went to a game 5, which is crazy. Like 26 years, I think the league has been around. You would think it would be more than that. Right now, Vegas with a lead, and they will hold on. And that'll be it. Las Vegas is your WNBA champions in season number 1 in 7 games. Asia Wilson. Let's see who else did what. Yeah, no, it's going to be Asia Wilson for the WNBA Finals MVP. 25, 10 rebounds, an assist, almost 2 steals, almost 2 blocks on 50, almost 50, 40, 90. Yeah, she's absolutely insane. And probably will go down as the best player in the history of the league, most likely, right? All right. And that will do it. So that will do it for game 1. And then just like the other, just like Wizards, it will be off-season season. Off-season season. We're going to do a season every episode. And that will be it. So we'll see you for season 2. Hope you like it. Hope you're going to rock with this. I'm excited for it. It's going to be very fun. And we'll see you next time here with some more Connecticut Sun. And big off-season. A big off-season. As free agency is going to be interesting. All 4 of our top players are free agents. Let's see what we can do.